All right, back out in the garage. That's Mama's side. And the reason all that stuff is over there is because I'm moving on to the next project. I've done about all I can with Brother Brad's H. If you guys saw my video short, you'll understand why. If not, well, go back and watch it. So we're moving on to this. And I gotta tell you, the 302 Super Hood is so much easier to get on and off than this thing. This is a one-piece hood. It's got like all this stuff that just, it does not want to come off easy. I've already got it started. Let's see what happens. What happens when I put you on the tripod is the tripod falls down. You guys, all right. Anyway, I'll watch me struggle to get this the rest of the way off. It's heavy and it's awkward. Oh boy. So I'm like 6 feet tall. That's like 5.5 foot of hood. Good gravy. Anyway, that's a lot of hood. So the reason I got all that over there, starting on this, I'm gonna get the hood out of the way. We're gonna, she's over there. We're gonna move Mama Jeep before we do this. But we're gonna fire up the old snapper pressure washer, and we are going to pressure wash as much of this engine as we can, because I'm gonna go through the motor. I don't know how much we're gonna do to it. We'll see what it, because it runs really good, doesn't smoke real bad. It's pretty good. But what we want to do is, and I found it earlier, where did I put it? It's over here in a box somewhere. Where did I put it? Anyway, the governor out of the 302 that I think was working fine, just go back and watch those videos. That governor seems to be just fine. It's going to go in here. This being a non-super and an earlier tractor, I think it may have the aluminum housing governor, which is worn out. So anyway, I'm going to get the hood out of the way, get the tripod out of the way, we'll get the Mama Jeep out of the way, and we'll pull the Jetstar 3 out in the driveway, get her washed up. So anyway, I'll be back. All right, so we got the Jet 3 out in the driveway. Had the old pressure washer fired up. We got the engine, and we still got work to do. But that's why you do this in stages. You clean it, you let it set for a little bit, and then you come back and look some more. But I went ahead and took these backside panels off just so we can get in there and, you know, clean under the gas tank and clean it up. While we're at it, let's clean it up, you know, semi-decent. So anyway, we're gonna fire the old pressure washer. Yeah, see, there's a bunch there yet. Fire the old pressure washer back up, give her another go, and yeah, so I'll be back. All right, I've done, as you can see, there's, maybe you can see, a bunch of mess on the ground. Get pressure washer put away. You can see the mess down there, maybe. I'm fortunate enough that when I wash, a lot of this, it settles out before it gets too far out into the street mostly. I probably ought to, when I'm doing this, get some of those like pig blanket things, pig socks, and make me a pond so that the sediment, the grease and stuff will settle out and not, of course if it floats on the, I don't know. Anyway, there it is. It's cleaned up about as good as I can get it, I think. We're gonna probably fire it. I wonder, did I ever? No, I never did clean up the back of that thing. Anyway, did I do the other side? Probably not. If I missed this side, why would I got the other side? Yeah, not so much. Anyway, that's inconsequential. We can wire wheel that or whatever when we get farther into whatever it is we do with it. And I don't know how much painting I'm going to do. Obviously, I'll probably paint the engine just because we're going to have so much of it apart. Might as well. But yeah. Good old Jetstar 3. Straight Jetstar 3, not the Super. We'll probably put a coat of silver on the grill. I'd really like to find the white nose piece, because obviously looking at the way it's faded, it had that at one time. I'd like to find one of those. Being that it's a non-super, it should be what they call a low band or a white band. It should have a white trim piece that goes around here, but I don't, unless it got repainted at some point, which is possible. I don't see any evidence of the white band. And talking to some people, there were some made that did not have, some non-supers that didn't have the white band. But anyway, that's where we're at. I'm gonna get fired up, get her back in the garage, and because a big group of us is going out tonight, so I got to get this put away so I can try and get some of this back on my side, so Mama doesn't raise too big a stink. I'd like to get all over there, but I got to be careful how I do it, because I still want to be able to. So I've got, if you watch my 302 Super, there's my bolts. I got this piece here that I've made that bolts up underneath. I picked that up. We don't want to lose those. Those back in there. This bolts underneath the oil pan to support the engine. And then over there, I've got two adjustable caster rolly splitter things. Back and the other zoom out. I got to figure out how to get those, because I got, see down there on the bottom, I've got that channel in there with the bolt holes. I got to get the tractor back in here, get some cribbing and stuff with a jack. That piece I made bolts right onto this boss right here underneath. But I got to figure out how I'm going to make what I've got for my rolly splitty stands. What was that? Make that bolt on here and not interfere, so we can hold this front end up and roll it away. This panel will probably come off. The other panel on the other side will come off. Generator's coming off because I had tried using this tractor in a Christmas parade, and I had my 12 volt, yeah, you know, that thing that you put 12 volts to and it makes 110 MA inverter hooked to it. With the engine off, the inverter worked fine, but as soon as I fired it up, it didn't work, and it was putting out like 17 volts. So I think I got an issue with my voltage regulator. We're gonna get that. I got a shop on the south side of Indy that I've been real happy with them. It looks like maybe we've got the same issues with this water pump we had with the 302 and not having the spacer to get it out, because we got spacers here, but there's none down there on the bottom. And I don't know if it shows up on the camera or not, but that belt is not lined up. Seems pretty lined up down there, just not with the water pump. So we'll get into that when we get the front end of the motor off and get into that. But for now, put that there. We'll fire this thing up and get her back in the garage. If you guys want to leave a comment, let me know. Do you prefer me explaining what I'm doing and pointing out stuff, or do you prefer the action shots like when I was struggling with the hood? I mean, I'm gonna do the work either way. For me right now, it's just easier for me to do the work, tell you what I'm gonna do, what I did. But if you want to see me do the work, leave a comment, let me know. Anyway, I'll be back. All right, you can hear me over the redneck air conditioning. Didn't think about that when I was filming earlier. I did get my piece bolted up under the motor, engine. Sorry, Mr. Shanahan. The neck of a bottle jack goes up in there. Put some cribbing underneath. supports the engine really well. I've got my one jack stand, rolly jack stand kind of in place. It looks like I can use this existing hole through here. We'll have to go with a smaller bolt. I think it'll go in there. Maybe a smaller bolt and some spacers. I don't know. Because this bolt head, maybe we'll take that bolt out. I don't know. But I got that hole there. And that hole there. And I think I got the same on the other side. So I think if I drill one more hole right in here somewhere, we should be able to get these bolted to that. And of course, we got to get everything off the front of them so we can get this motor plate disconnected with these braces here. But I think that'll work. We'll just have to measure and drill. Like I say, I don't think I want to take that bolt out, because if I do, that's going to release some of the internal structure that I don't know what all it does. So we'll just go through the holes that are there, and yeah. And once I put rolly cabinet back over here, Mama's side of the garage, except for that stand there, then come over here, Mama's side of the garage is pretty much back to Mama's side. And that was always the agreement. Her buggy went in at night. So I'm gonna get the stands out of the way, get rolly cart put away, rolly tools put away, and yeah, so anyway, I'll be back.